Sup, guys? It's been a while. It's your boy, Chicken Sandwich here, along with my partner in crime.
Hey.
This is my friend Hay. He is all the way from England.
I am from England. Isn't that weird?
You're hilarious.
I know. I keep telling people that, but they won't give me a TV show.
Okay, so it's been a while since we've done one of these.
It has been.
The Kick Awesome podcast really needs to maintain its weekly status after...
The Codcast.
Yeah.
We're only going to be talking about whitefish.
Oh, I thought you were talking about commentating over Call of Duty matches.
No, commentating over fish.
Righto. Oh, that's a pretty big fish he's got there. Oh, man, that's a rainbow trout. Oh, we don't care about those. They're not cod. Apparently.
What did I tell you, Brent? I was trying to think of a fake name, and all I could think of was... It started out as Brent and went to Brecht. I don't know who Brecht is.
Brecht is an asshole.
He is a friggin' asshole. I don't know who
Not existing and stuff.
What a douche. Pick one.
Right.
Damn it.
Your aim is terrible. Anyways,
blame it on the input lag.
I forget we're not actually recording game footage here. We're just recording.
I'm just playing it while I.
Peeps over here is playing Super Mario World, one of the greatest launch titles of a console of all time.
I don't know.
Can you name a better launch title?
No, well, I mean I don't know that it deserves the perhaps.
It's one. I said one of the best.
Oh,
okay. Obviously, the original Sonic the Hedgehog is also one of those. Started Revolution.
I don't know how that song goes.
Man.
Revolution number 9.
Hey,
Beatles reference.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog, we're kind of free flowing here. We just wanted to do a podcast today.
Sonic Mania.
Frickin' Sonic Mania! Oh my gosh,
so good. Made my dick hard.
And I haven't been this excited for a Sonic game since I seen gameplay footage of Sonic Generations. Mm-hmm. And you know how much I love that game.
Me and you both, brother.
I was like, I mean, you guys know about this. There's a Let's Play on my channel of Sonic Generations. And if you guys haven't watched it...
What's wrong with you?
Right?
Did you ever finish it?
Yeah. That's the only Let's Play on my channel that I've actually completed.
Nice. The only one that I've finished on my channel is... Mega Man Sprite game.
I saw that and I was like, it looks weird.
It is weird, and that's why I love it.
But, that Let's Play, and I haven't uploaded to my channel quite a bit because I decided to try and become a streamer, and then I just stopped streaming for a while, and then I just...
Well, it's once you lose momentum on stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to get it back.
And I want to do another Let's Play again, but it's I'd like to get you in on the Let's Play because we have such a dynamic flow in how we do things.
Yes, I appreciate that. Yeah.
You could fly up with Yoshi.
Oh, can
I? With the blue shell.
Woo!
I always like to spit out the key and go blah. Anyways.
Oh.
Sonic Mania.
My butt hurts. I mean, that's unrelated to anything, but I just felt like it should be known. But no, Sonic Mania, it looks super cool. Apparently it's actually a fan project that Sega basically bought.
But the animation looks so good.
It's incredible. It's gorgeous.
See, I want them to do another pure 3D Sonic game in the style that they used for Sonic Generations.
Yeah.
But mostly the moving forward and not so much the side scrolling. The side scrolling was nice, but I really like the moving forward. It feels good.
It does.
And that's one of the things
it was like all the best parts of Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the only part of Sonic Unleashed that got it right, in my opinion. That was the best.
See, here's the deal: is there's nothing wrong, okay, with the there's nothing wrong with
the Werehog.
With the Werehog, and inherently, like, there's nothing really wrong with it because it's just an okay beat 'em up, and but the main issue is the very fact that they made the Werehog stages so long. I like Sonic Unleashed. I played through most of it. I played through most of Sonic 06. I mean, I've played most of the Sonic games, and
because you're a die-hard fan, and like most people, you're like, I gotta give it a fair try.
I have a limited edition Shadow the Hedgehog PS2 controller.
And then for everything I've heard, that game was actually the almost like the closest thing to a Sonic Adventure 3 that we got.
Yeah.
And a lot of people said that game is actually underrated.
Shadow?
Yeah.
I played quite a bit of it. It wasn't bad, but like some of the goals were ridiculous. Like there was in the basically whatever you would call the casino zone is in that, like, you had to get 300 rings, but there were only a finite amount of rings, and basically, like, the problem was that if you missed anything, because like the good goal in one level would be kill all the bad guys, all the aliens, and then the bad goal would be kill all the humans. But then, like, the neutral goal, which is the boring one that doesn't take you down any interesting paths, was just get to the end of the level. And that's the one that I always just wanted to do. So it was kind of not very rewarding to play through the game any other way. Yeah. Because it got tedious.
Because, okay, I've always heard... it's been very mixed. A lot of people said that they actually found Shadow enjoyable.
Yeah,
and I know we've always talked about, like, Shadow the Hedgehog is like, as a character, he's
pretty boring.
Yeah, like, well, it's pretty boring, but, well, as far as, like, some characters go, if you watch, like, Sonic Boom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've heard he's golden there. Him and Nux. That's all you need.
Because Sonic Boom, it's a Sonic show that definitely does not take itself too seriously.
It's basically its own piss take.
Yeah, it's Sega or whoever's doing their best to kind of create this cool, like funny show, like the whole episode about IKEA, like the IKEA episode kind of thing.
Yes,
where like Knuckles picks up the instructions, like, man, my book's better because it has pictures, and or the plot doesn't make sense or something like that.
The story's all right, the characters are all right, but the plot's all over the place.
Yeah, like, it's
like, I hate to say it, but making him stupid was the best thing they ever did.
Well,
but I still love classic. Yeah, he's always been stupid.
I was about to say, I'm like, Knuckles has never been truly intelligent as far as...
That's the thing, is, like, he's not stupid in the classic sense. Like, he's
naive.
Yeah, naive. He's lived by himself on a floating island for his whole life. So
yeah, and the first person he sees, he innately trusts, and that person says, like, hey...
He's like, hey, the only thing in your life that matters... The thing you're sworn to protect, the thing you were born to protect, that blue asshole's stealing it.
That blue asshole is coming to your island and is going to steal the Master Emerald. And the thing about it is okay, so who is it? Connor the Waffle.
That, bless you.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry, I assumed you sneezed.
Why?
I didn't understand anything you said. So.
What, Connor the Waffle?
Yes.
Have you never watched Connor the Waffle?
Apparently, it seems like I would have remembered that.
I swear he might have been a person that you introduced me to, or might have like showed me at one point. Like he seems like that kind of person.
There are absolutely YouTubers that I used to love and have absolutely forgotten about over the years.
He is a kind of younger guy, and he's got a very younger voice whenever like he talks and stuff like this. And he was talking about the Sonic X anime. Mm-hmm. He goes, it's underrated. I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog has gone through huge rough patches. Let's talk about Sonic 06. And somehow Sonic 06 was dethroned by Sonic Boom as like the worst game in the series.
Right. But then the it's almost as though the TV show redeemed it in some capacity.
Yeah, but the one thing that Sonic, but a TV show is not a redemption of a video game.
Right.
And most people, there are people who probably have played the video game and go, "Oh, this sucks," and just never even knew that the TV show existed.
Right. That's entirely plausible.
And so, like, I mean,
like, I'm not saying that it necessarily like gets rid of how bad the thing was, but something good came out of it.
Yeah, but
even in a cheesy, campy way.
Oh, it's hilarious. I love how Eggman is like fanboyish of Shadow the Hedgehog when he meets him like for the first time, and is like that, and and
is it still Mike Pollock doing his voice? Yeah,
Mike Pollock is the only voice for Eggman. Ever since he started in Sonic X, I think that was his first vocal role of that because he was Mike Pollock was the voice of Eggman in the Sonic Adventure games.
Mm-hmm.
No,
he has. I think it was only in 2, was it? Or no, it started with. It
was Sonic Adventure.
Okay, yeah. He's got that really guttural sound that I can't get. That you know, like really gravelly, like, but it's still he has a high pitched voice.
Yeah.
Also, this is a total tangent, but
he's like Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know.
He's got a let's see, what's something he would say?
Dang it, Sonic! You destroyed my robot again.
Yeah. No, he would probably say "curse you."
Curse you, hedgehog!
Yeah. Curse you, you accursed hedgehog! Yeah, see, I can't. Nobody can do it but Mike.
Sorry for headphone users. Maybe.
I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Hashtags and tweets. Yeah, I'm with it.
But like okay, so Sonic has had his ups and downs, digressing just a little bit,
right?
And but to me, like as kids, there was nothing more like Sonic has been able to create these games, even though they may not have been the best of games, have had this excellent feel to them.
Yeah,
it's just pure fun. Like Sonic Unleashed,
right?
Not the best game in the world,
right?
But you get on the hedgehog levels, the good levels, the good boss fights, and it feels so good.
It's fun. It's fast. It's intuitive.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But like
the sidestepping system can be weird.
Yeah. Well, but the sidestepping system was also refined later in like Generations and
I didn't mean to do that.
And so on, you know.
Yeah. This is a tangent, but I want to go on record and say my favorite official Sonic art ever is probably any of the art that was made during the development of the initial 3 games, because they're all just little doodles. They're little tiny doodles that you would see on the corner of like a notebook, and they're like this little tiny stick Sonic with like huge eyes and like him overreacting to everything. So like if you're one of the it was a doodle demonstrating like how you would go through the spin dash tunnels in Sonic 1, and it like afterward it had Sonic like leaning against the wall like with dizzy eyes, and like there's so much personality and I love it.
Okay, to go back to Sonic Mania, I love how they went back to the original art style of Sonic, like for the like the instruction booklet games, and like the cover for the Genesis cartridges and stuff like that for Sonic Mania. and I was like, man, that's really cool. I'm like, has Sega finally got it? Has Sega finally understand why we love Sonic?
And then you found out the fans made it.
Oh, I didn't know that until you told me, just a few minutes ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's super cool that that's like an officially supported thing.
Yeah.
Because I was super mad about Sonic 2 HD getting shut down. Getting the C and D.
Yeah, cease and desist. For those who don't know.
Not in the biz. In the lingo.
Yeah, okay, so... Okay. I would hopefully know that most of my my fans on YouTube know that I am a fan of Magic the Gathering. Okay? And some sage advice that Mark Rosewater, the head of Magic the Gathering development, he did a presentation, 20 lessons he learned in 20 years of being in the R&D and working at Wizards of the Coast. One of the points he made is because there's a whole bunch of fan formats of how to play Magic.
Right.
There's different ways
Elder
to play
Highland Dragon, etc.
Pauper, and just many other game types, right? Well, and one of the statements is he goes, if the fans love the game so much, they will create for it. Let the fans explore the game, create new ways of playing it. And support them.
Right.
And
making EDH, turning that into Commander.
And turning it into Commander and making product for it.
Yep. Not just, hey, there's a format you guys can play if you like it.
And they made cards, and they made one product.
Decks and
they started out with one product. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Commander series. Okay. Sold out so much that it has become a staple every year. They produce new Commander decks every year. And whenever I hear about companies shutting down fan projects and all that,
it breaks your heart.
I'm like, it tells me that the company doesn't care about their fans, and they don't care about the game. And,
right.
Okay, take.
They're protecting their property rather than sharing it.
Yes, because if anybody would know anything about the gaming community, is the gaming community is about the players playing the games and doing what they love. Look at the GDQs. They have taken the games, speedrun them, and they do it for charity. Okay,
right.
It's probably one of the best communities I've ever seen on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Period. The speedrun community is probably one of the most friendly, and the community itself also invites people into the community openly.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you can do this too.
Yeah, they have tutorials on
asshole.
Yeah, they have tutorials that they have like guides online of optimized routes and stuff like that, and
yep,
and actually developers actually get behind the GDQs too, and just like and they'll donate raffle prizes and stuff like that to the GDQs and sign cartridges for games and
mm-hmm.
and just all kinds of cool stuff and I'm glad that there are developers like that who support the communities.
They're like, hey, you love our game, we love our game too. We should be bros.
Well, that's like, okay, every time they run Battle Block Theater, Stamper is always on the phone.
That's awesome.
And sometimes he gives witticisms while they're playing the game. And sometimes in the announcer's voice for Battle Block Theater.
Welcome to Battle Block Theater.
And all kinds of stuff like that, and he was a crucial part of that game too. I mean,
he was. That game would have been mediocre without him.
Yeah, it's like
it would still have been fun, but not nearly as much.
It was an entertaining thing. It comes back to what I was talking about.
Some of my favorite phrases have come from that game.
Well,
everything's coming together like butt cheeks.
Well, it comes down to that thing about the feel of the game,
Right.
you know, and it's important. It the game feel usually doesn't make the game; it usually enhances the experience,
Right.
and that's like, okay, say you're playing Mario World right now.
What about Mega Man X? Mega Man X.
Well, I'll touch on Mega Man X on this because it has a very similar feel to game feel, and game feel could be enhanced by many different things, graphics, music, and sometimes the little caveats in gameplay. You know, Mario World, you're sitting there flying around with a cape, and you can just fly around and just like, and it feels fun just to like.
Fuck around.
Fuck around while playing with the cape just going up and down, and it makes that wacky noise whenever you go. Yeah, and
I'm sucking it up.
And there's just it's a and Mega Man X is just one of the cool things about it is very much part of the gameplay, but part of the feel is the sliding, the jumping, the shooting.
It all just feels right.
And like level design, just like Armored Armadillo,
right?
One of the funnest levels designed in the game because it had it's probably honestly one of my favorite minecart levels ever.
Yep. Well, that's like just I can't. I had a thought and it went away.
And so like a game feel and like and there's developers out there that just don't understand it anymore.
Well, okay, how about this? Have you ever played a pre-Mario Brothers platformer? They have no idea how it should feel to control. In Mario Brothers, the reason everyone loved it was because it just felt right. Like you had momentum behind your jumps.
Well, okay, so I'm trying to think of a pre-platformer before like Mario Brothers, like the arcade Mario Brothers.
Right.
And I can't think of one.
Dizzy, the Fantastic Egg.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know there was actually a game before that because like I always assumed that Mario basically invented the genre.
No, it's kind of the same deal with like iPods. How iPods, they certainly weren't the first MP3 players. They were the first ones you wanted to own.
Yeah. But that was I basically like Mario Brothers created like
the modern platformer.
Well, the modern platformer, the modern 3D platformer.
Yep. Pretty much every time they come out with a game, it renovates.
Well,
innovates.
And innovates. And sometimes even reimagines.
Mm-hmm.
Mario, in really hindsight stuff like this, we can say Mario won the rivalry.
Right. It's the one that people still really love to play.
Well, it's also the one that, like, you really can't think of bad Mario, like, main series Mario titles. Because they've all been really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like
there are ones that people like to argue about, like Sunshine, but they're fucking wrong. I love that game.
And that's what I was going to say. Super Mario Sunshine, as a lot of people's like, oh, Super Mario Sunshine wasn't as good as 64. 64 to me is still a masterpiece of gaming, and it was, and it is because they took what they knew from 2D Mario.
Yep.
Precision control.
Yep. Keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple. Even though
that's the thing. Mario has an extremely basic moveset in, like, he does a ton for only having 3 action buttons. You have the control stick. Okay, that's your movement. You have crouch, you have jump, and you have punch. And he can do a lot.
Yeah.
And I'll something that a lot of people don't, I don't know if they don't realize or what you would say, but like a lot of his moves in that game came directly out of Donkey Kong 94 for Game Boy. You could do handsprings in that. You could do side jumps. Mm-hmm. That was a freaking awesome game. I love it, and I still wish I had beat it. In fact, you know, a lot of people assume that whenever they see the Mario Kart or the Donkey Kong cartridge, they think, oh, Donkey Kong, whatever, 4 levels, you know? It's like, no, there's tons of levels, and I can't beat that game. It gets hard. And that was the game that inspired the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series, and I love that series.
Yeah.
This has been your fanboy rant.
Well, this entire thing is kind of a fanboy rant about the Sonic series, and I really hope like Sonic Mania is just it's Sega realizing what needs to be done with Sonic, because the only stable thing we keep seeing from Sonic is Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
Man, I really want to get Rio. Mostly because it has soccer in it, and I like soccer. Now, soccer and what is it? There was another sport in there that looked really fun.
See, I just believe that, like, okay, we had Super Mario Strikers. Mm-hmm. I think we should have another like
Mario sports game.
No, another Mario Strikers game, like with Sonic. You know, like, yeah, you know, like. Nintendo has all these characters that they use like maybe like Smash Strikers and stuff like that. They have the Smash Brothers series, but they need but I think they can take the Smash Brothers like.
Well, it's kind of like I've talked about how I'm sick of Smash Brothers games, or I'm sick of Mario Kart games. I want a freaking Super Smash Kart game.
Yeah, and I just totally believe that they should take the Smash series and just like instead of just a great party fighting game. And just
make it into other stuff.
Make it into a series. Because there are so many of those games that we love, like the Mario Kart series, Mario Tennis,
Mario Party,
and just I saw that coming.
Mario smoking some sweet ass drugs.
Shoot,
Mario's missing.
I was actually going to jokingly say that Mario is missing is one of those things that we could
all enjoy. Son of a
take and do like okay. I want to bring up an instance. I remember whenever Spyro and Crash swapped universes.
Right. Poorly, but they did it.
They did it. It's a move that we could all like, just
kind of get behind.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, cool. You know, I love these 2 PlayStation games. Why not? Why not put them together? They're both from the same company, or they were from. I think they ended up partnering, and they. Look at that. I've never seen that frame of animation.
It's him.
Yeah, it's screeching to a halt, but I've never seen it like by itself.
Yeah, but they could take something like that, and I saw a ROM hack yesterday the other day on Twitch where one of the speedrunners I run was running a ROM hack called Super Donkey Kong 64.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah! I love that.
Where you're playing as Mario.
It's levels built to be replicas of the Donkey Kong 64 levels, but with the Mario 64 engine.
Yes, and I go that would be really cool. But take characters and villains from games and mix them up, just like have you ever kind of like what Subspace Emissary kind of did,
right?
But like expanded on a series of games. Like,
give me a Subspace Emissary series.
Well, like take Mario, put him in the Legend of Zelda universe, and have him fight Bobokans and Moblins and Octoroks and such, and
Levers and P-hats too. But with your help, our hero pulls through.
And just I do something like that, or put like Link in Metroid.
Yep. And then we'll finally know why Metroid can't crawl. Those were some dank memes, by the way, in case you weren't aware. The dankest of memes.
Well, like, okay, I think there's an argument that could be said that, like, I still want a futuristic Zelda game.
Yes. I'm going to steal your seat while you're away because my butt hurts. I'm sitting on a metal chair, BT dubs. I'm not just weird and have random butt pains.
And just, like there's many different things like Nintendo can do with games. So speaking of which, I'm super excited for Breath of the Wild.
Me too.
It
looks super fun.
Like super fun. It's like if Zelda was an MMO without an MMO. Like
it was like those MMO things, but without all those stupid other players.
Well, kind of, and like it almost makes me yearn for the fact that I think Nintendo should make a like Zelda MMO. Like I know people says Pokemon MMO, and we finally got it with Pokemon Go. So, it's literally an MMO. Like if anybody says,
I mean, it's a massively multiplayer online game.
Yeah, and more people are playing it than anything else. You know?
Yeah.
It's one of the most successful apps ever.
This is very true.
Like, let's see, more people are playing it than use Tinder and Twitter and
Snapchat
and
Facebook.
Facebook and a Crush, Candy Crush.
Finally. They've had it too good for too long. You know that whole thing's a stolen game?
That's Bejeweled.
Well, it's even more... No, there was a guy who... he made a game that was exactly Candy Crush. Like that's a kind of a clone of Bejeweled, but whatever. Like... Because it has its own thing, like how... Anyway, there are subtle differences, but the whole candy theme and everything, King Games copied this guy's app, and he made that app to sell in the App Store. And it was he made that game, I think, for his mother who ended up like dying. So like I don't remember. There's a lot.
And let me guess, King Games sued him.
Yeah, he can't have his app on the store anymore.
Even though he was first?
Yep.
See, okay, like
I think you might have to look that up.
Well, I was about to say if that's true, that's a very dickish move, but they're also, like, King Games is now owned by Activision.
The king of the dickish moves.
King Games is literally, like, now, like, owned by the largest third-party developer in...
the modern era?
Yeah. It used to be EA.
It's still weird to me that they are as big as they are.
Well, put it in perspective, you got the like Call of Duty series, which is one of the best-selling series of all time.
Okay.
It's one of the hugest multimedia franchises in history. Like, you know.
Okay. But what else? Like, well, I guess since they own Blizzard now.
Yeah. Well, they merged with Blizzard.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could turn around in midair.
Thud.
Dang it! I thought there was an alternate path.
No, it's just a secret up there.
But yeah, there's a lot to be excited about in gaming right now, no matter what your tastes are.
Personally, my biggest excitement is Legion.
Right? I love Legions.
You don't love Legions.
Don't tell me how to live my life, Steve. No, World of Warcraft Legion. Legion.
If you play Unholy Death Knight, you give enemies legions.
I suppose that's true. There's got to be something, right?
Back on them yellow blocks over there, there's a P switch.
Well, friggin' A. Friggin' A.
Friggin' A.
So yeah, tell people why you're excited about that.
Oh, it's just major like changes of the game. It's is
it going to be as big a change as Cataclysm was?
It's actually one of the biggest changing expansions in the game's history, in my opinion, because I think it's in the middle row right there.
Oh,
it's in the yellow blocks.
Stop it, Ron.
and the almost entire expansion, like the class changes and stuff like that, are nothing but it's all flavor. It's all flavor for the game. Like I play a Fury Warrior, and it's that's all the Fury Warrior is about. Is just like, oh, like it's a fantasy. It's all like, oh, I get to be the Fury Warrior that I want, and it's going to be awesome. Demonology Warlocks are one of my favorite things, and I get to summon a whole bunch of demons, and my Frost DK is all cold and just
doing cool stuff.
It's doing cool stuff.
Making cool tapes.
Making cool tapes, making cold cuts.
Yeah.
That's the name of his mixtape, Cold Cuts.
I could go for a cold cut.
So that's really like, that's really cool. Definitely, like, I think because Breath of the Wild comes out next year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's sad that they had to push it off another time.
Right,
but as Shigeru Miyamoto once said, a bad game is a bad game.
A delayed game is delayed for a while. A bad game is bad forever.
Yes. Well, that's not necessarily true now because they can always update the game, but they usually don't do overarching like
overhauls.
Yeah, it's more like just small patches here and there. And then
A Realm Reborn.
That is like one of a million things that they've ever done.
I know, right?
But I can't even confirm that's a good game because I've never played it. But I've always had the interest in playing Final Fantasy XIV.
I played it for a while. It just didn't grab me.
It didn't?
I mean, well, whenever you're not playing an MMO with friends, I mean...
Yeah, and that's why I'm playing WoW again.
Because your friends like it?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Steven went to the bathroom. He's taking a poop.
I'm not taking a poop. I want to blow my nose.
Alright, everybody. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have an ASMR podcast with It's Peeps. So, please let me know what your favorite sounds are, and I will make them on the microphone.
You're being...
You're being unnecessarily weird.
Kind of. Yeah, okay, so I have to talk about this, because we were talking about this earlier. Mega Man X. Now he's playing Mega Man X2. He just started the game.
I never do just one thing at a time.
Okay, so, like, Mega Man X, the first one, is my favorite one that I've ever played on the Super Nintendo. Like, it's my favorite Mega Man. The first one is my favorite Mega Man X series. I think it captured the game so much, and I think the soundtrack is far better than, you know.
That's like I don't know, because my first one was Mega Man X4, and it's really hard to beat that, you know.
Yeah, but like,
but they're all great. I think my favorite overall has been X3.
The one with Blizzard Buffalo?
Yeah, mostly because of Blizzard Buffalo. He's so cool.
And was it Slash Beast?
Slash Beast? He was in 4, I believe.
I think you're thinking of Magma Dragoon.
No, because Slash Beast, he was a Wolverine-looking guy.
And he's
Fact check.
Google, help me. I will look this up now. Fun fact. The Mega Man X series is better than the classic series, in my opinion.
Fun fact states an opinion. I would agree with that. Well, I don't know, man, because I feel
he
like
is an X4.
I feel like the Mega Man games from because 1 was okay in my opinion. But 2 through 5, I really loved. And 6 was good too, but it wasn't as good. But, like, by the time they got to X5, man, I was out of it. It was, you know? I think the Mega Man Classic series has more good games than the X series. But maybe the quality of the X games are better than the good X games are better than the quality of the good regular Mega Man games.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a good description?
I'm going to find out who the
Who's the good first boss for
Mavericks.
this? Wire Sponge?
Not Wire Sponge. Yeah, it's Wire Sponge. And then you go Wire Sponge, Will Gator, into
Wire Sponge was always so weird to me. Like, most of them are, these cool big monster. Like, I mean, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, okay. I think the reason why I think I like the Mega Man X series a lot, particularly Mega Man X1, is because I think that I just really it has actually game feel to it. Just like I love the wall cling. I love it was it's a near supreme like control system. It felt perfect.
Like, if you died, it was your fault.
Right.
Yeah, okay, I can get behind that. Whereas, like, everyone knows how cheap the invisible or the float.
Neon Tiger is what I was thinking of.
Oh. Neon Tiger is cool.
Because he has the Wolverine claws.
Oh, I get you.
See?
Yeah, he's cool.
And
Named after one of my favorite noble gases.
Tiger?
Yes.
Tiger!
What's your favorite element? Tiger. I'm glad that Mega Man isn't just weak to spikes altogether. Like, he steps on a thumbtack and...
Let's imagine a day you're going, he's rolled through the house and Dr. Light is like, hey,
watch out for those carpet tacks.
No, he was like, hey, Mega Man, be careful. I accidentally spilled some office supplies on the ground. Oh, okay. And then accidentally walks over, attack, and goes, poof! And he goes, I warned you. I warned you, Mega Man. Dr. Wily is going nuts.
I tried to warn you,
I tried to
Mega Man.
warn you. Because in Mega Man 8 or 7?
8.
It was 8. They had the cutscenes and the voiceover and...
Because Dr. Wily is attacking again
and he sounded like Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd. All I can think of every time I see Wire Sponge is... Kevin, we love you. From freaking SpongeBob. Man, I'm getting my dick kicked.
Okay, one of the reasons why I dislike I don't like this one as much. I don't dislike this game at all. I actually think it's cool.
Yeah,
is that
right? It's just not as good.
The boss difficulty is so difficult that there's not really that Wire Sponge.
There's no Chill Penguin.
There's no Chill Penguin, and Wire Sponge is the closest thing to Chill Penguin, but he
killed me in about 8 seconds.
So, but that's really like. And one of the things you got to do is, think MMO-wise, you got to kill the ads before the boss. Because they'll kill you, I guess he puts those on the walls and stuff like that. He's
getting rid of my options.
Yep. Man,
you know what never had a good game?
What's that?
Full Metal Alchemist.
I don't know if that's...
I played at least one of the...
was it the PS2 game?
The PS2 game. It was okay.
I like the idea that they had the hidden cat in each level.
Well, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't love that? I wish they had that in real life.
I'm pretty sure you can find hidden cats everywhere.
I know, but they're not as common as I would like.
I really did like that show, and a lot of people consider that to be one of the greatest animes of all time. Like it tops many top 10 lists. It's usually in the top 3 of like top soundtracks and like
top 10 animes to give you feels or
yeah.
whatever.
I want to tell you about it. So something that gives me feels is watching Futurama sometimes. Good grief.
For real.
Oh, the pickle's getting mad.
He's turning into pissy boss mode.
And okay, so this is something that I didn't necessarily like about about them is like they had their enrage and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Rage timers.
Well, it's not rage timer.
Yeah,
it's like critical mode. You always do one of the best ones is Moth Monster Man.
Moth.
Yeah. Gentlemen, behold! Moth Monster Man, come back! You know, Dr. Weird, that's behold, corn! Oh, thank you, Dr. Weird. I was getting hungry.
I have made love to this lawnmower.
Oh, and it's like, and behold, corn again. Oh, it's like, don't worry, Steve. It's different. It's not different at all, is it, Steve?
Man, that show has not held up well. I guess my sense of humor has just changed since then.
Yeah.
But because I still love like C-Lab and junk, but I don't know. Some of it's still really, really funny to me occasionally, but a lot of the times whenever it's on, I will find myself switching channels.
But the Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Number 1 in the hood. G.
Well, I mean,
taste change. That's the thing. Like, I used to be an enormous Kevin Smith fan, and now, like, the only time I ever watch anything Kevin Smith is An Evening With.
Yeah, I love his stand-up, and have you ever watched his listened to any of his podcasts online? Fat Man with Batman.
You mean Batman with Fat Man?
I think it's the other way around. And then he's got his Smodcast, and he does Hollywood like some Hollywood, and he does it with Ralph Garman.
I like that Ralph Garman guy. He helps me figure out where I need to go. That was a GPS joke.
Yeah.
Except nobody uses those because everyone has phones.
Ralph Garman, if you don't know, he was a dad at the beginning of Ted.
I've never seen Ted.
You've never seen Ted? That movie's pretty funny.
Is it?
Yeah. And as something like I'm not a huge Seth MacFarlane fan. Mm-hmm. Family Guy has kind of just worn on me over the years.
Yeah.
American Dad is really where
I was about to say. I think that's his best show.
It's the most consistent show, and it's pretty funny.
I think it's mostly because he's not really in it anymore. Except he voices it, but he doesn't have anything to do with the writing.
So, yeah, there's that. But like, I like a lot of his live action stuff. Like A Million Ways.
Ways to Die in the West was okay. Like it didn't blow my mind. I guess it probably wasn't meant to.
There was a lot of funny jokes in there, and I laughed throughout of it, and of course Liam Neeson's in the movie, so like
automatic points.
I mean, it's got points for that, and like I think it was just hilarious. And then there was the whole thing about putting the flower in his butthole or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Charlize Theron, which I don't understand why she did it, because I don't think I remembered a joke about that, but it's just like,
well, if you had the toughest guy in the world, like, at your mercy, wouldn't you put a flower in his butthole? Man, this game is really hard compared to the first one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm decent at Mega Man.
I think, I'd like years of playing Mega Man and stuff like that. There's just like, I had a whole bunch of trouble playing this game. Like, and I played Mega Man X a lot when I was little. I beat the game like
infinitely.
Well, not infinitely. I probably beat it like 5 or 6 times.
Infinitely.
Okay, fine. Infinitely. But,
Infinito.
So I do have to say this has been a very good podcast.
Yes.
I'd like to thank you for coming over and doing it.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, you're always welcome on the podcast, and I never do it without you. So,
well, I appreciate the invite, the permanent invite.
Because you're my best.
And you definitely need to come guest on It's Peeps.
Yeah, I need a guest star on a lot of things. Peeps,
guest star on These Nuts.
These Nuts. Got him. Okay.
I feel like that's the perfect way to wrap up this show.
I feel like we just hit a low point. Anyways, guys, thank you for listening all the way through. If you have enjoyed this, hit that like and subscribe button. And also, check out It's Peeps.
Yeah, because I'm cool.
He does some... Like, I have to say, like, his Let's Plays very insightful on a lot of things. You know?
Thank you.
Like I liked watching your Freedom Planet run.
Yeah, I still intend to finish that.
Like so far, like I enjoyed it. Check out his like I have to say at least check out his Freedom Planet. He does a pretty good analysis of how it feels like Sonic.
That's what I'm good at.
And I think like a Sonic Advance feel, you say?
Yep.
Okay.
Which is one of my favorite forms of Sonic.
Yeah. So hey guys, you guys have a good night, and I hope to see you in the next podcast, and I hope to do it a little bit more regularly.
Have a good night and a pleasant tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Or don't.